the cost is completely ridiculous compared to the rest of the world. Some progressives are calling for making public four-year institutions completely free and funding it by making cuts to the military, for example. What are your thoughts on that policy idea, or what other policy ideas do you have to make college more affordable?
So I believe in making college dramatically more affordable through several measures. One would be to make sure that Pell Grants cover, that there's actually a threshold for the total cost of college that a Pell Grant is supposed to cover. The second is inducing states to cover a much higher proportion than the student, which used to be just universally accepted. Now, there are some states where it's higher I'm pretty sure in New Hampshire, in-state tuition costs more than it does in many states to go out of state, which of course creates a brain drain problem. Making sure that we have more generous and accessible programs for loan forgiveness, like public service and teacher loan forgiveness, and looking at interest rates on the ability to refinance loans. Let me tell you why I'm stopping short of what I'm sure is probably the right answer politically in this room, which is to just say that we can do away with those costs. It's not because I don't know how we're going to pay for it. It's because I do know how we're going to pay for it. And at the end of the day, Americans who have a college degree earn more on average than Americans who don't. And as a progressive, I have a hard time getting my head around the idea that a majority who earn less because they didn't go to college would subsidize a minority who earn more because they did, all the way to 100%. I think some of that subsidy is justified because it's an investment in our whole future. But I think expecting somebody to pay zero might go further than what's reasonable, especially if we have robust ways to get your student loans forgiven anyway, if you're willing to commit to some kind of public service or career in teaching. So I know it's not the most popular answer, but hopefully it can be viewed as a reasonable one.